For as much as I'd want to say that no matter what, I'm going to be successful in life, right now I'm at a point in my life where I have nothing to show for it. I have no accolades, awards, anything like that. No income even. I don't have a number in my bank account to show, hey guys, I'm actually going to be really successful in the future. All I have right now is a degree. That's cool. University degree. That means something at least. Don't let people tell you that a university degree is completely worthless, because in some ways in life you're going to have to commit to things for 4 years that you don't want to do anyways. So unless you're literally Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and you're like working on Microsoft at this moment, you can go ahead and get a degree. But outside of that, I'm kind of left being a crazy person who's telling everyone who's close to me in my life, don't worry about me. I'm going to be successful either way because I have a dream and I believe in myself. And as much as I'd like to believe that, there really is something about the fact that people won't believe you when you say, I have this cool idea. I'm going to be successful in this way. Just watch. People are like, all right, what do you have so far to show for that? And your response is literally nothing, because you have nothing, because you're just now going into the real world. Or even if you're not just now going into the real world, even if you've been living for 10 years or whatever, and now you suddenly have a dream and you're like, I'm going to do that no matter what. And then people are like, yo, what do you mean you're going to do that dream no matter what? The past 10 years of your life have been spent failing and doing nothing, or failing, quote unquote. So in a lot of ways, this goes back to a quote. I love to use this quote. I don't know who came up with the quote. I don't even know if it's an actual quote, but quote me on this. You're crazy until it works, then you're a genius. That is truly how it is. In some ways, you have to be insane to go against the grain, to go against what everyone's telling you. But what am I saying? What I'm saying is that right now, I'm at a point in my life where I'm telling everybody I'm going to be successful, and I believe that I'm going to be successful, and one of those byproducts of that success will be money. But right now, what do I have to show for it? No money. I'm still not financially independent. No job. I got no job right now. Although I am looking. And I just have no accolades. I have no awards except for a university degree in physics. Tell me here, what here is related to physics? I don't know. Audio engineering, I guess. Sound stuff, who knows? And being in that situation where you don't really have anything to your name, but you're still telling everyone, I'm going to be the next big shot. I'm going to be the next big thing. You sound insane and you look insane, and that's totally valid, all right? Nobody's going to believe that you have what it takes because you have demonstrated nothing. So it's time for you to believe in yourself and start demonstrating to people what they should even believe in. The conversations that you have with people now, telling them, hey, I know I might be in a tough spot right now, but 5 years from now, we're going to look back at this moment and we're going to be like, wow, this is the start of something great. You have to put in the work so that 5 years from now actually is productive. And I think the main way that you can tell whether or not you're putting in the work is you just try to do better than you did the day before. And you do all of this in monthly chunks. So in this month, I'm going to do this. Next month, I'm going to do this. And you have a broad idea of what is your 5-year game plan looking like. I think once you have those three things, so you work on things daily, and then you work on things in monthly chunks, and you have a 5-year goal plan that kind of keeps you directed in some sort of direction, then I think you're relatively good at that point. But also, the thing that you have to realize is that a lot of people fail, okay? There's a reason why not everybody's a multi-billionaire doing their dreams. There's a reason why not everybody made it as a SoundCloud rapper. And that's because it's hard. It's difficult. You really have to put in the hours, and you have to be good. You have to really take a step back and be able to tell when your stuff is garbage or when your stuff is decent. And when it's decent, then you have to pick up on it later and say, what from that decent part is garbage and what part is even more decent? And you keep refining that until years down the road, you have something that's good. So it's hard, okay? And there are many other paths that society has paved for if you want to just get a relatively comfortable life that's filled with minimal struggle, okay? And that's called getting a 9-to-5 and working. That's totally fine. You can totally get a 9-to-5, open up an investment account, invest in the S&P 500, put some savings in there, build your Roth IRA retirement funds or whatever. You can totally just do that, rock that out for 20 to 30 years, and boom, you'll be at a very good level when you're middle-aged. That's great. That's unironically, that is good. Do that, okay? If you are like, I don't really care too much about things beyond a hobby level, totally fine. Go to university, go get a degree, go get a normal job, and go just be smart with your finances. That's totally good. It's good that we live in an economically prosperous society where we can do that. That's amazing, okay? Humans have been working for thousands of years to get to this point where we can be like, all right, I'm going to go get this certification for a skill. I'm going to go join some big conglomerate where I can put this skill to work. I'm going to get money off of that or get some sort of valued resource, and I can invest that valued resource even more to multiply it over the years. That's amazing. But if that's not what you want to do, if there is truly something that you feel like is slightly unconventional, that you feel like taking beyond the level of a hobby, then you have to do it. But you have to do it recognizing that it's going to be really difficult and you can't play around with it, okay? You can't just be like, I'm just going to go ahead and do this willy-nilly, do like 5 other side projects on the side. No. To some extent, you have to be monomaniacal. You have to have monomania. Look that up, okay? Basically, mono means one, mania means mania. You're obsessively obsessed with one thing. That's kind of what you have to do in order to be really good at something. You have to live and breathe, basically, whatever it is that you want to do, okay? And that doesn't just mean something in a creative field, okay? That doesn't just mean like doing music or doing painting or something like that. Although if you do want to be the best oil painter, you have to live and breathe oil painting. You have to see the world. That has to be the framework through which everything in your life is filtered through, because that's the only way that you can take it to that next level. Because the greats in the field of oil painting, one, it's a very hard field to break into. Don't know if you know, but there are many great oil painters in like the 1600s that did their own thing. But if you want to do it now, that has to be your whole life, because that's what the greats in oil painting had. But you don't even have to do something that's artistic, okay? If you want to do a plumbing business or do like networking, let's say you want to do internet networking for like people who are moving into their apartments or like smart homes, you have to live and breathe that. You have to walk into every building that you see. You have to walk in. You have to be like, okay, where are they getting like their internet mesh network or whatever? How integrated is everything with this, like this business, for example? How well integrated is all of their finances with like their tabbing things and all of that kind of stuff? Like, how can this stuff be optimized? Like, you have to constantly be thinking about things in that way. And if you don't want to do that, if you don't, which is totally fair, if you don't want to like have a monomaniacal obsessive view over one thing, again, totally fine. And society has carved out a path for people like you, and it's still difficult. It's not easy. It's not the easy way out, but it's a different path that you can do that's a little bit more clear. So yeah, anyway, big recap. You want to be successful in something, you don't have anything to show for it. People won't believe in you. If you're having second doubts on whether or not you should still continue to chase your dream in whatever it is, whether it's art or something that's more practical, whatever, okay? If you still want to do that, go ahead and do that, because the fact that nobody could have shaken you from that means that you're probably cut out to just push that for years to come. But if someone saying, I don't really know if this is the best way to go, if that shakes you from what you want to do, then it probably means that you weren't cut out for it. And that's nothing personal. Don't take it personal, okay? That just means that it was something that you were thinking about. You can still pursue it on the side as a hobby, but don't expect to see any success from it just by pursuing it on the side as a hobby or like a side project, okay? If someone is able to shake you from what you think is like your ambitions and everything like that, then it wasn't really your true absolute ambition. And there's nothing wrong, nothing shameful in getting a normal 9-to-5 job and working that and being smart with your finances. All right. That's the big picture takeaway. This train is going to be the death of me. I know I'm going to have to, Jesus Christ, it's going to be so hot in this room. And then I'm going to have to like close the windows and it's going to be so bad. Anyway, that's it.